The stench of land grab points towards former DMK Minister K.N. Nehru. Complainant alleges 25 crore worth property was taken. Attacked Pandi whilst in prison is DMK strongman Alagari's second close associate, now to be clamped under the Gundas Act. Masked armed robbers in Ashoknagar leave scot-free with cash and jewels worth 1.5 lakh rupees. World University Service Centre requires more transparency. The High Court orders Madras University Vice Chancellor to take stock of its functioning. The Chief Minister offers 200 crore rupees for technology-based solutions in the Tirupur dying unit crisis, after also suggests two options to attain zero effluent discharge. Is it that simple to fake an ID and acquire a SIM card? Retailers are now under the magnifying glass for proper verification of documents. Pay fines for late bill payments but facing malfunctioning billing counters is the reality check. Welcome to Headlines now here on NDTV Hindu. All the big news coming your way, right from the latest on the land grab cases from the DMK circle. And speaking of the DMK, Alagari's associates continue to crop up without clean slates. That and more coming up. Good evening, I'm Natasha Dorai-Swami. Let's now take a look at the national headlines. A defiant Yediyurappa finally ends resistance and quits as the Chief Minister of Karnataka says he will abide by party's decision. Cabinet clears the anti-corruption Lokpal bill, decides that the Prime Minister will be exempted from the bill. Anxiety over America's looming debt crisis drives down the global markets. Sensex opens in the red. England fast bowler James Anderson says Team India will bounce back hard in the second test. Over now to our top story this evening, with the police closing in on the DMK biggies in the land grab cases against them. Now, in the keen focus of the police and the public eye is the former DMK Minister K.N. Nehru and his close associates. Now, the latest finger pointed by complainant Solomon Devaraj alleges that a massive amount of about 25 crore rupees of property near Trichy was illegally taken from him. Solomon had bought the land in 2009 and was allegedly threatened by the Trichy Deputy Mayor and K.N. Nehru's brother. Police are now looking into this complaint. Well, a close associate of the Union Minister M.K. Alagari was today detained under the Gundas Act following a series of complaints of various kinds which were received by the police against him. Attack Pandi is the second close associate of Alagari to be detained under this act after Pottu Suresh, his personal assistant to the DMK leader, was also booked on land grabbing charges. Now, Pandi is already in prison in connection with the land grabbing case. Police say they had received some more complaints of extortion against Pandi after his imprisonment, forcing them to detain him under the Gundas Act. Well, the police in Ashoknagar are now investigating a big case of robbery. 3 masked robbers armed with dangerous weapons forcibly entered a house early this morning, and the occupants of the house had handed over the keys to the cupboard containing their precious belongings. This after being threatened and feared assault. Now, the masked robbers left scot-free with cash and jewels worth 1.5 lakh rupees.
நேற்று இரவு நாங்கள் உறங்கி கொண்டிருக்கும்போது விடிகாலத்தில் 2:30 மணிக்கு ஒரு 3 பேர் எங்கள் வீட்டு கதவை திறந்துட்டு வந்து நாங்கள் தூங்கி கொண்ட ரூம்கிட்ட வந்து நகை பணம் எல்லாம் வீட்டில் இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் எடுத்து கொடுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி இது பண்ணாங்க. 3 பேரை வந்து அப்புறம் இந்த சத்தம் கேட்டு ஒய்ஃபும் தூங்கியிருந்தவங்க எழுந்து பீரோ சாவி எடுத்து நாங்கள் அவங்க கேட்டபடி கொடுத்துட்டு அவங்க சத்தம் போடாமல் இருந்தால் நாங்கள் நகை பணம் மட்டும் எடுத்துகிட்டு உங்களை ஒன்றும் பண்ண மாட்டோம், அப்படி இல்லை உங்களை வந்து பொங்கலை பசங்களெல்லாம் வந்து இது பண்ணிவிடுவோம், அட்டாக் பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லதுனால நாங்கள் எதுவும் எதிர்க்காமல் நாங்கள் வந்து கொடுத்துட்டோம். பீரோவில் இருந்த நகை, ஒய்ஃப் அணிந்த நகை, 12,000 ரூபா கேஷு, மொத்தம் 10,000 to 12,000 நகை இருக்கும். 12,000 ரூபா கேஷு எல்லாத்தையும் எடுத்துகிட்டு அவங்க போயிட்டாங்க. என்னையும் ஒய்ஃபையும் இது பண்ணிவிட்டு போயிட்டாங்க.
Moving on now, the World University Public Service Centre is now in the eye of a controversy. The centre, which provides facilities for students on basis of special concessions, had been taken over by a different governing body, and now students seem to be denied those special provisions. The Madras High Court now orders that the Vice Chancellor of the Madras University not just look into the matter but also supervise its functioning. Let's listen into Peer Mohammed's special report.
This sprawling World University Service Centre at Chetpat is in the center of the city. This has been providing accommodation for several university students who are landing in Chennai for work at a nominal cost of 750 rupees per month. No other place can provide accommodation for university students who are landing in Chennai for work. What you need is an identity card given by a recognized university. This center has been at the center of controversy following a writ petition filed in the Madras High Court. The petitioner, Dr. Kandaraja, said few private individuals have taken over this place and using it to their private advantage. Following which, the Madras High Court ordered a two-member committee, one Inspector General of Registration and also Auditor General, to submit a report on the issue. The two-member committee submitted the report before the Madras High Court today. The Madras High Court said the youth center should comply with the directions of this committee in 6 weeks' time. The committee has said the Madras University Vice Chancellor should take over the presidency of this center so that the activities of this center will be transparent. Also, another major direction from this two-member committee is that the lease agreements have to be rewritten, because this center provides accommodation for a private restaurant, also to a nationalized bank, also to a post office and other commercial centers. Those lease agreements have to be rewritten according to the committee report submitted before the Madras High Court. When this committee report is complied with by this WUS center, things will be more transparent and the activities of this center also will be more transparent.
Well, it seems to be a special hand of help from the Chief Minister Jayalalitha for the Tirupur dying units crisis. Today, she suggested two techniques that could possibly resolve the issue at hand. One being treating the wastewater, and the other, the need to evaporate waste using nanotechnology that will be executed to attain zero effluent discharge. She also offered rupees 200 crore aid for this particular technology that's to be used. She said that water bodies affected by effluents will be cleaned with compensation money which had already been deposited by the dying unit owners at the Madras High Court. Well, days after the Mumbai police arrested a man with 80,000 SIM cards, the police in Chennai have also turned the heat on retailers selling SIM cards without due background checks. Police say criminal action is being initiated against such retailers selling SIM cards obtaining fake ID proof. Now, this after it became evident that almost all the cases of death threats to VVIPs in the city were done using SIM cards after submitting falsified documents, and such acts could result in security problems. Our crime correspondent Salim has more on this. A fortnight ago, the police control room in Egmore received a threatening call where the caller said bombs were planted in the secretariat, specifically targeting the chief minister. After screening the secretariat for explosives, police launched a hunt for the caller. Investigations revealed that the caller, 36-year-old Yogeshwaran, a dismissed lecturer from a private college in Madurantagam, had misused the photo identity of his colleague to purchase the SIM card. Both he and the retailer who sold the SIM have been arrested.
We can definitely prosecute the retailers. It's happened in some cases. In fact, if you're aware, some time back the wholesalers went on strike against the company, saying that you are forcing us to sell cards. They are doing pre-activated cards are being sold.
Police say criminal action is being taken against those who sell these cards without proper verification, after it emerged that over 30% of the accused use SIM cards bought with bogus ID and photographs.
SIM card வாங்க வராங்க அப்படினா voter ID அவங்களுடைய photo அப்படி இல்ல அப்படினா ரேஷன் கார்டு ஜெராக்ஸ் அந்த photo ரேஷன் கார்டுல யாருடைய ஜெராக்ஸ் இருக்கோ அவங்க photo தான் கொடுக்கணும். அது ரெண்டு ஐடி ப்ரூஃப் இருந்தால் தான் கரெக்டாக இருந்தால் தான் ஜெராக்ஸ் அவங்களுக்கு நாங்கள் சிம் கார்டு உபயோகப்படுத்துவோம்.
Cyber cops say retailers are being prosecuted on charges of abetting the crime. The Chennai police have so far chaired 8 meetings with service providers, urging them to be more proactive. Guidelines and circulars were issued to regulate bulk SMSs, but police say service providers are not very proactive either.
When contacted, the service providers point a finger at the retailers shrugging off any responsibility. The police says SIM cards are not products to be sold in petty shops and that it's high time the telecom regulatory authorities step in. In Chennai, Salim for NDTV Hindu.
Certainly a very big reality check for all of us picking up those new SIM cards for our phones. Well, ahead on the bulletin, we ask the question, first pay your electricity bills late due to malfunctioning billing counters and then a fine too. That's coming up.